Hey guys, in this video I just want to talk about some tricks that I've made some progress on, some problems I've had with my skateboarding and injuries, and a little bit of review of a couple skate shoes and skate deck. So first, the tricks that I've been working on recently are a lot of transition tricks. So I've pretty much always focused on street skating for the most part, and then just recently I've been more interested in learning transition tricks. So I recently posted a video of myself doing some transition tricks on a mini ramp. I posted that about 2 weeks ago, I think. So in that video, I did a blunt stall to fakie and a pivot stall to fakie and backside disaster and frontside disaster, and then a kickflip rock to fakie. So those tricks, I've been able to do some of those for quite a while, but doing it on that half pipe in particular was kind of challenging, because if you watch the video, you'll see that the half pipe has a really big coping, and it sticks out definitely more than your typical mini ramp coping. So it makes it a little bit more, a little bit scarier and just more difficult. But if you get used to it, it's actually not that bad. So I'm really happy with those tricks that I've learned. One trick that I'm trying to learn, but I really don't know if it's a realistic trick that I can do in the future, is a frontside melon grab. I don't have any videos of myself doing this, but I've made a lot of progress with my frontside ollies on that mini ramp. I've been able to get them decently high, not crazy high, but I think they're definitely, I'm ollieing above the coping, maybe a foot above the coping, maybe 2 feet, I'm not really sure. But I'm trying to get to a point where I can ollie high enough over the coping that I can just bend my knees and bring the board up close to my body so I can grab onto the deck. I was skating today and I was trying to do it and trying to reach down and grab the board, but I'm just still not able to quite do that one. But if I can, that would be super cool. I'd be really happy if I could do a melon grab. I tried doing it on flat ground, and I was actually able to touch my board and sort of do it on flat ground, but on the mini ramp it's a little bit different. I also was going to talk about some tricks I've had problems with. So the nollie heel flips are definitely a problematic trick for me. It's weird because switch heel flips are a lot easier for me than nollie heel flips. My switch heel flips are a lot better. My switch heel flips are not that great, but they're better than my nollie heel flips. I don't know why, but nollie heel flips are always something that I don't understand how to pop them really high and catch them. And I always seem to have some kind of pivot, like the board shifts sideways in the air, and I always land it, and I have to correct myself and kind of pivot back to make the board straight. It's kind of it's a pretty frustrating trick, so I just kind of avoid it altogether, and I just don't really do it that much because it's frustrating. I've been able to improve my impossibles a little bit. I recently did a switch ollie late shove it, which is a new trick for me on flat ground, but I haven't filmed myself doing that. And then I want to talk to you about some injuries as well. I think some of the most common injuries in skateboarding are wrist injuries and ankle injuries, mostly twisting your ankle, or spraining it, or sometimes even breaking your ankle, or dislocating your ankle, and then wrists as well, because skateboarders always fall on the ground, and the ground is concrete, it's a hard surface. So I recently hurt my left wrist, and I hurt it doing a frontside disaster on the mini ramp, the same mini ramp that's in the video that I posted 2 weeks ago. It's not even it's not even a very hard trick for me. It's really not a hard trick for me, but for some reason I always seem to hurt myself on tricks that are not very hard. So I've been wearing this wrist brace, which I'll show you. This is the wrist brace that I wear, and the brand is called Killer Pads, and it seems like a pretty good brand. And it has this plastic piece here that goes through the brace, and it's really protective. So yeah, that's a good. I don't remember the size that I have. I think it's a medium, but yeah, that's a good one. And then I also have an ankle injury right now, which is also annoying, and that happened just doing also a really easy trick. Not a super easy. For me, it's not that hard. It was a nollie 5-0 grind on a small ledge, and I just twisted my ankle doing that. And the ankle brace that I recommend is something that looks like this. So something that has laces, so that you can tighten it around your foot, and it gives you a lot of stability. And then it has these 2 straps that wrap around. They wrap around your ankle like that, and then they have a Velcro, and they just they wrap around it like that. So something like this, they use these in basketball and other sports. Those are really good for if you have a sprained ankle. Yeah, and then the last thing I was going to talk to you about were some of the skate gear that I've been using recently. So recently I have been skating these shoes. These are the Joslin Etnies. So I have like some hot glue. I use this hot glue gun to protect the laces, and that works really well. And these have this Michelin sole, and they really, I've noticed that they really do last longer than your typical skate shoe, the rubber part here. So I've been pretty impressed with how long these have lasted. Pretty good shoe. To be honest, the only thing I don't like about these shoes is that they don't have that much heel pad cushion around where your heel is in the shoe. So if you get heel bruises, I don't feel like they have that much protection, actually. I actually skated the Vans half cab shoes prior to this shoe, and those shoes actually have really good insole heel protection. Probably the most comfortable skate shoe I've ever had. When I walked in those shoes, and when I skated in them, my heel always felt like they were always spongy, and it always had that feeling that it was really comfortable. So the Vans half cab, I think, is a really good shoe, and I'm probably gonna buy those ones again.